Welcome to another edition of Southeast Asia Vibes, The Good Life. My name is Victor. I'm a former resident of the United States as well as Canada. Where you live, it really affects the quality of life. It can really enhance your life, the environment in which you live. Ever since I was literally a baby, I always wanted to live in a tropical place with beautiful tropical weather year round, laid back vibes. Now, I was living in New York City and I got fed up with the cold weather and also the high crime. From there, I said, I need to leave, and I moved to one of the most beautiful places in the world, in my opinion, Miami, Florida. The whole South Florida area, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, unbelievably beautiful. But year after year, the prices were just getting higher and higher and higher. The rents, food, etc. I got fed up and eventually I had to leave, reluctantly so. To this day, I love the area. From there, I moved to Honolulu, Hawaii, which also unfortunately was outrageously expensive. So I said to myself, there has to be places in the world where I can get a really nice Western standard of living, beautiful tropical weather like Miami, Hawaii, but cheaper. So that's what brought me to Southeast Asia. Now, there's a lot of misinformation out there, other YouTube channels, some of the things they're saying about countries in this area like Vietnam, Philippines, Cambodia, Laos. It's just not true. And the reason they do that is because they want views and subscribers. They're not being honest with you. Now, we've been here, myself and several of my friends, we've been living here in Southeast Asia for 8 years now. We all work online and we have, I cannot tell you, it was the best decision for all of us. We have a Western standard of living, gorgeous weather year round. We work a couple of hours a day. Couldn't be happier. But again, you really do have to know what you're doing, or it could mean a quick one way ticket back home. In the description box below, I have my contact information. I get emails every day from people who are asking me, can you give me some information? I really want to move there. So we can do a WhatsApp phone call, or I can answer all your questions by email. Let's get started. In today's video, I would like to describe the Filipino hospitality. Now, my hobby is to travel, and I have been to many, many countries around the world. I have found that no other country has people which are so friendly and hospitable like the Philippines. Now, Manila, the capital, of course, you have that hospitality. But in my opinion, when you visit the provinces in the Philippines, like Iloilo City, Western Visayas, or Cagayan de Oro City, Northern Mindanao, that is where I really, really found incredible hospitality. And I have never met friendlier people anywhere in the world than I found in Iloilo City and Cagayan de Oro City. Not long ago, I was taking a flight from Hong Kong to Manila, and the lady beside me was a Filipina from Manila. So we were talking, and she asked me if I was visiting Manila, and I said yes, I was. And she asked me where I was staying. So I told her the Heritage Hotel in Pasay City. This nice lady even offered me a ride home from the airport to my hotel, and her husband picked her up at the airport and they gave me a ride to my hotel. Little things like that I have encountered on numerous occasions in the Philippines. And even before, when I was living in New York, I was living very near to a place called Woodside in New York, where a lot of the Filipinos live. They're just very good natured. And of course, there are bad apples in every group, no exception with the Filipinos. There are a few bad apples, but generally speaking, you will not find more nicer people anywhere in the world that they just want to be your friend and What can I say? And again, I have been to many countries around the world. I have not seen this kind of hospitality. And that's why I also think it's good not to take advantage of that kindness. It really breaks my heart when I was in the Philippines, and let me tell you, in the summertime, it's very hot in the Philippines. But I would be in a taxi, stuck in traffic somewhere in Metro Manila, and you see these guys selling water bottles or selling snacks on the street, and it is incredibly hot. These people are hustling, they're trying to do the best. I always give, like, for example, I buy a bottle of water, 10 pesos, I'll just give 100 pesos and say, keep the change. My heart really breaks for these people because the majority of them are so kind. And I really love the Philippines and the Filipinos. That's it for this edition of Southeast Asia Vibes the Good Life. Until next time, take care, everybody.